Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tank B Choppin', and I'm back with another haircut tutorial. Alright guys, what we're gonna be doing on this cut is we're gonna be doing an undercut. We're gonna do a number 2 all the way up to where the short hair meets the long hair, and then we're gonna do like a mid to low fade, drop fade type thing. And as y'all saw me start off this cut, I started combing out my client's hair on the side. I want to make sure I get that all combed out. This is my number 2 guard. As y'all can see, I'm using my Stylecraft Rebel, and all I'm doing is debulking the sides, prepping the sides for my fade work. Obviously I want to have a clean slate, so I'm going in with a number 2 guard. That is the desired length that he likes towards the top of that blend, so I'm going all the way around my client's head with that number 2 guard, just trying to get all that down to that length. Want to make sure we cut all this hair towards the top. As you can see where the hair parts, where it goes from short to long, sometimes that hair does want to curl up, so sometimes you got to comb it down or brush it down a good amount of times just to get it all, get it all down to that length. And you can use a brush or a comb. It just depends on how I feel. Most of the time I'll use a brush, but sometimes I'll use a comb, you know what I'm saying? It does the same thing initially. Sometimes the comb is actually better for hair, this hair texture. But as y'all can see me here, I'm just debulking the sides, getting all that prepped. Now I'm going in with my trimmer. This is the Stylecraft Saber, and I'm gonna set in my initial bald guideline. So once again, guys, we are doing like a mid-low drop fade type deal. It's not like a really low fade, and it's not like a mid drop either. It's somewhere in between. So we're just creating this guideline all the way around my client's head, making sure we're dropping it in the back below the occipital bone. And then we're just gonna connect both sides, make sure they match pretty evenly. Now that that is done, I'm gonna go ahead and take my shaver. This is my FX2 shaver, and I'm just coming right up to that line. However, the closer I get to that initial bald guideline, I'm making sure to relieve some pressure and use a slight flick out motion. That way it doesn't leave too harsh of a line. Makes it a little easier when we're blending to take that line out when you don't push too hard the closer you get to that line. Alright, so now that that is done, I'm gonna go on with my clipper all the way open, and I'm gonna set in my next guideline. And I'm gonna do this cut a little different, guys. I know most of the time I do one side, but I decided to switch things up a little bit on this haircut. So I'm gonna set in my next guideline all the way around my client's head. As y'all can see, I started on the right side, I went to the back, and now I'm on the left side. Just gonna connect this next guideline to the back, following that same shape. You want to make sure that we follow that same shape, because that's the finished look we're looking for, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm going in with my 1 guard lever open, setting in another guideline. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm basically going to set in most of my guidelines, and then I'm going to blend them out. So now that that guideline is set in, I did speed it up a little bit because, I'm going all the way around the head, but we're basically doing the same thing all around the head with that 1 lever open, setting in that next guideline, getting everything ready for my next steps. And once again, I am using a comb because the hair wants to curl up, so I want to make sure that I comb that hair down. So this is my 1.5 guard lever open, and this is basically gonna blend into the 2 that I did earlier. There might be some discrepancies in it, but I'll take care of that later on. As y'all can see, I'm just trying to get all that down to my 1.5 guard lever open, doing some, a little bit of blending, but I'm gonna come back and really polish this blend a little bit later on in the cut. And as y'all can see, we are doing the same exact thing to this side, same thing we did to the back. Alright, so now that that is done, I did close my 1.5 guard, making it a true 1.5, and now I'm attacking that line that y'all see right here in between my 1 guard lever open and what I just did. And as you can see, that section is getting blended out. And I'm not gonna work my way around the head anymore. I just wanted to set in most of my guidelines, and then I'm gonna blend each side one at a time. So that was my 1.5 guard lever closed. Now this is my half guard lever open, which makes it a 1. Now I know these steps are slightly different, but I like to switch things up just to make sure I give y'all different style content, different styles of fading that you may want to incorporate to your style and see if it works for you. So once again, this is my half guard, and I'm gonna be adjusting my lever little by little, here in a second, just trying to get this line to come out. However, my clipper all the way open with the half guard, it pretty much took that line out, not completely, but as y'all can see, that blend is looking better. And I did just close my lever halfway, and now I'm still attacking this line in the bottom of this section. And as y'all can see, it's making the blend come together better. And then I did just close my lever all the way, and now I'm attacking that line a little more just to try to get this part of the blend completely polished. Now I'm going in with my clipper halfway open, and I'm working that bottom line. As you can see, I'm coming about halfway into that section using a slight flick out motion. Continuing to use that comb to comb away any excess debris or any hair that wants to curl up. And then I did just close my lever all the way, and I'm attacking that bottom line now. Still using a slight flick out motion. Don't want to really create any other lines in there. So you're gonna see me adjust my lever little by little, close it maybe one notch, open it one notch. Just doing what I gotta do to try to get the bottom of this blend to come together. And this may not get that bottom line out completely. I may have to go on with my trimmer here in a second to really polish the bottom of this blend up. But as y'all can see, that blend it's already looking pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Obviously not my best work, but we still working, you know what I'm saying? Don't judge me yet, you know, let me finish up this cut. As y'all see, I'm just doing some lever play, trying to get this blend to come together. Y'all know what it is, man. So now I'm going back in with my half guard, doing some detail work, cleaning up this blend. Like I said earlier, guys, I'm detailing, you know what I'm saying? So I went through all my steps, took out all my lines, and there are some discrepancies in this blend still. So that's why I reverted back to my 1/16 guard, did some detail work. Now here's my 1 guard, doing some detail work. And when I do detail work, I have to adjust my lever, you know what I'm saying, open and closed, halfway, whatever you may feel is necessary to get that blend to come together. That's basically what I'm doing here, is whatever I feel is necessary with that guard, whether it's all the way open, halfway open, one notch open, whatever it may be. And now I'm going back in with my clipper, no guard on my clipper, just adjusting my lever, doing some slight lever play, getting the bottom of this blend nice and polished, nice and blurry, you know what I'm saying, trying to get this blend to come together. And now we're attacking that bottom line with my trimmer. And now I'm gonna debulk the front of my client's hair. As you can see, he has a little bit of hair in the front that we like to trim down. So this is my 1 guard lever open, debulking the front, you know what I'm saying, getting those, I don't wanna say bangs, but getting that part of the hair a little shorter. And now I'm going in with my Stylecraft sabers, setting in my initial, or not my initial, but yeah, setting in my initial line for my lineup. As y'all can see, I like to start in the middle of my client's head, put in my initial guideline, and then work my way over. And y'all gonna have to excuse my puzz on the mic. I lost my popper stopper, so yeah. But now we're working on that C cup. As y'all saw me do, I did hit the vertical bar. Now I'm working on that C cup. Sometimes C cups can be a little tricky, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can be hard to make that trimmer curve. But what I like to do is put my finger on my client's face, head, whatever, and kind of use the trimmer like something like a compass. You remember those compasses in school that would help you draw a full circle? That's basically how I use my finger and my trimmer. But now that is done, guys, I'm going back in. I can see this blend a little better, so now I'm going back in and cleaning everything up one more time just to really get this blend to come together. And as y'all can see, that part of the blend is looking nice and blurry, nice and finished. And then now that is done, I'm gonna move on to the opposite side, and I'm gonna be doing the same thing. This is my 1.5 guard lever closed, cleaning up that top line. Here's my half guard lever open, working that bottom line, not the very bottom line, but that middle line, I guess you can say. And then I'm gonna adjust my lever closed until that section gets blended out. And as y'all can see, I did speed up this part of the video, you know, for time's sake. And then I did see some discrepancies that I left with my half guard, so I decided to go in with my 1 guard and just adjust my lever as needed. Now this is my clipper halfway open, working that bottom section, and then I'm gonna close my lever all the way. And this part of the blend, it fades out better than the opposite side, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes one side will fade in quicker and better than one side, and you just gotta run with it, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I did that side of the blend. Now I'm debulking the front of my client's head, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start matching up this lineup to match the opposite side. I wanna make it look like a mirror on both sides. So sometimes you're gonna see me coming in the frame, trying to see that lineup, making sure that it's nice and straight. Now we're working on that C cup, and same thing with the C cup, guys. As you can see, I'm using my index finger and making sure that I place that on my client's head before I actually start setting in this line. Now I'm going back in, doing some more detail work, trying to get this blend to look nice and, once again, nice and blurry. I keep saying that a lot in this video. I think I'm saying it too much, but y'all know what it is, man. Alright, so now that is done, we're gonna be working on the back. And as y'all saw me do, you know, y'all saw that my fade was dropping in the back. So sometimes when you do drop fades or low fades, it's hard to marry the two sides, the left side and the right side in the back. But you just gotta do your best with it. Just try to follow that same shape that you initially created. And I find that putting in my guidelines first through my client's head on low fades and drop fades, it makes this process a little easier. So this is my one guard. I did just go on with my half guard, adjust my lever as needed. This is my one guard, adjusting my lever as needed, trying to get this blend to come together. And I know sometimes I don't be showing the back of my haircuts, and it's not because I feel that they don't look good or whatever. It's mainly for time's sakes, you know what I'm saying? I do the same thing on the back that I do on the sides. So I don't show the back all the time. I'm going to try to get into the habit of recording the back more. That way people can see it, because people do be asking me on Instagram and on YouTube like, hey, you should show the back of the blend, and we're gonna start doing that a little more here. But nonetheless, man, as y'all can see, this part of the blend is coming together. And just in case you are interested, I am using the Stylecraft Rebels and the Stylecraft Saber. If you are interested in these tools, you can go to stylecraftus.com, use my discount code TANK10, save yourself some money, you know what I'm saying? But now we're gonna add some enhancements. I am using No Drip from Tomb 45, the JV barbering airbrush gun, and then a Tomb 45 Sean Cuts Hair enhancement card. You can get these cards at SeanCutsHair.com. Use my discount code TANKBeChopping. No Drip, you can get it from Tomb 45. Use my discount code TANK10. I think it's TANK10 or Tank. I forget on that one, but y'all try to use whichever one and see which one works. But y'all know how your boy does it when it comes to the enhancements. I try not to overdo it. I try just to spray enough to where it looks darker, nice and sharp, but not fake, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm going in with my Tomb 45 Barber pencil, basically just tracing the hairline, and I'm gonna blend this out afterwards. I can't stress that enough, guys. You gotta blend out this pencil afterward. Blend this pencil out afterwards, you know what I'm saying? So once that is in there, I'm gonna go ahead and blend this pencil out, just like I was saying. And I am using my wall detailers, just because I feel that them wall detailers just, you know, they just grab that chalk line and blend it out nice, and you know, it just looks nice when I do it with this trimmer. Not that the others don't make it look nice, but it's just something about this trimmer that helps blend that chalk line out. Alright guys, so check it out. Now that is done, I'm gonna go in with my razor, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do my blade work, basically just following this line that he has, trying to get everything nice and sharp, get these lines super crisp. And as y'all can see, this haircut's just looking on point, you know what I'm saying? It's looking great in my eyes, in my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. But check it out, man. This is me finishing up the haircut, finishing up that sharp line in front. But check it out, man. This is how my boy came into the shop looking. This is the before look, and this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure and subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and you want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, TankBeChopping.com. You can book there. Also, Stylecraft tools on this video. If you want to purchase anything, StylecraftUS.com. Use my discount code TANK10. And yeah, man, y'all let me know what you think about this cut. And that's basically it for this video, guys. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go. You.